what's up? It's your girl Jacelyn here, and I am back with another video. Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I've said that. It's been like 3 months since I've posted, so I am definitely ready to get back to posting. And I kind of want to focus more on YouTube than Instagram at the moment, so I'm hoping that you guys will be seeing a lot more of me on here. So I know some of you keep up with my Instagram account and know kind of where I've been, but for those of you who don't know, I kind of wanted to do a get ready with me plus telling you where I've been. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is prep my skin with this congested skin serum, and it's just to help diminish those blemishes and really take care of your face. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
1, 2, 3.
My darling, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, 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 I love you.
Okay, so now that that's all done, go ahead and grab your makeup brushes if you want to do your makeup with me, and let's have a chat. So today I'm going for a really natural look, so I'm going to be using this 19 Neutral Territory palette from Morphe. It is definitely my go-to palette when I want to use a good brown eyeshadow that blends really well. My favorite one to use is this one here. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Midi. And it gives me a really nice neutral transition shade that is just a little bit darker than my skin tone, so it is very natural. So this is the main brush I'm going to be using today. This is the E126 brush from AOA Studio. Okay, so while I blend this into my crease, let me tell you what's been up with me. So over winter break, which I had basically the whole month of December off because I worked ahead in school, I ended up getting a job. Yay! So my job is through the health department, and originally my job was to be one of the COVID testers. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard about any of those drive-through COVID testing sites that happened throughout Colorado and probably throughout the whole US. Well, we were one of them, and we would go around to different towns like Rocky Ford and Ordway and Los Animas to help give these COVID tests. Now, it wasn't the one up the nose, it was an oral swab, and so we just had to give the directions, and we had tablets that we would have to scan the bag and make sure that people who signed up were checked in. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically it was, like I said, dealing with COVID, and we had to wear a mask and a face shield. We had certain gowns we would have to wear, gloves, the whole 9 yards. So that was actually a really cool learning experience to be able to be up front and center with that and kind of feel like I'm doing something important to help out. So then probably a month or two ago, you guys might have heard that Curative ended up showing a lot of false results. So we stopped using it because that's what we were using for COVID testing, and we stopped doing COVID testing, and we resorted just to having people go to official nurses or places where nurses could stick it up the nose. Since then, we have been focusing on vaccine pods, and that has been a pretty big deal as well. So right now we're focusing on the older population, 70 and older, and we have been doing different pods in different places. The primary place is a fire department, and it's really cool to be able to help with that because my job is helping with forms. I'm gonna interrupt myself real quick and let you know that I'm gonna use this brush now, which is the E129, also from AOA Studio, to just buff this eyeshadow out. Anywho, my job is to help with forms, so I let the people know the areas on the forms that they need to fill out, like their name and where they live and their signature, things like that. Then we have these little cards that we have to write their name and date of birth and stuff on, so that when they come back for their second dose, we have proof that they already got their first one. Then I also help with paperwork stuff. So we take those COVID forms, and after people have gotten their second dose, we then have to staple their first dose paper and second dose paper together, which is easy, but when you have a stack, like, that's probably not a good example. When you have like a really thick stack of papers and multiple stacks that are that big, it does get kind of tiring after a while, but I'm always happy to help out. So once we find the matches from the first dose form and the second dose form, we staple them together, we organize it. So that is another one of the jobs that I have. So that's kind of the main focus right now. Typically I will work once or twice a week. They let me know when they need me, and I've had a couple weeks off, so I'm definitely ready to get back to work because I love the environment, I love my coworkers, and I love being able to help my community out. So that's kind of the big reason I have been MIA, is I have definitely been busy with work. And when we were doing COVID testing, we were doing it multiple times a week because, if I didn't mention this already, I am one of 4 part-time workers, and all 4 of us are still in school. So the oldest is 21, and then another one I think is 19, and then I am like 1 month older than my other 18-year-old coworker. Those 3 are in college. I'm in my senior year of high school. We were all on winter breaks. We were able to help a lot, but now that we all have different schedules, they are definitely trying to utilize us when we are free. So yeah, I've been kept busy with work, and because of work and school, I haven't had much time to be able to actually sit down and film a video for Instagram or YouTube. Okay, so I would say that my eyeshadow is complete because it's blended how I like, and I feel like it still looks very natural. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to mascara. I'm going to be using the Falsies mascara from Maybelline. This is my absolute favorite mascara ever. So aside from work, like I mentioned, I've been kept busy with school. I am president of the National Honor Society, which definitely keeps me busy and on my toes, because I not only have to keep track of making the agendas to lead the meetings, but I also keep track of tutoring and making sure I have enough tutoring hours and answering a lot of our members' questions, which I love to do. So it definitely keeps me busy, but overall I really love being able to be the president and work with so many amazing people and families. Then another thing that has kept me busy is I'm actually trying to work ahead to finish school about 2 months early. So I am on track to finish probably the first week of April or so. So I'm really excited about that. I'm working really hard to stay on track and get ahead, because I know that as things with the vaccine continue to progress, I'm probably going to be needed to work more. So since I have the time right now to be able to work ahead, I'm taking advantage of that so that when they do need me to work, school isn't an issue. So work and school are the main things that have been keeping me busy. Some nights I will do school until 5, 6, 7, even 8 o'clock just to stay on track and work ahead and take care of these big lessons. It's something that I'm really proud of working hard for. Okay, so next I think I'm going to go ahead and move on to my foundation. I'm going to be using the Fit Me foundation from Maybelline. Y'all know this is my favorite one. I'm just going to pour a little bit onto my finger. Just like that. That might have been a little too much, but that's okay. Then I just place it in dots on my face, and then I just wipe my finger off on my chin, because why not? So here I have this sponge. I know it's a little bit dirty, don't judge me. And I have a cup with water, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it damp. Normally I'll use a mug, but I decided to go with this. And now that my beauty blender is damp, I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending in my foundation. Okay, so now that my foundation is all blended, I'm going to use this CoverGirl Clean Pressed Powder and just a big fluffy brush because I really want to mattify my face. So I pretty much just put it all over. I usually actually don't put powder on, but I really want to mattify it because personally I prefer matte makeup to dewy makeup because I feel like when I've tried dewy makeup, which I don't know that I've really done it, I feel like it looks like I'm just sweating, and so I prefer to just mattify my face. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys prefer, dewy or matte makeup? Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is my blush, and I'm gonna use this Bare Minerals blush. This is a Bounce and Blur blush, and it is in the shade Mauve Sunrise. So I got this in my Birchbox, and I've actually never tried it, but I know you're supposed to use your fingers because it's supposed to be the kind of blush where it doesn't give you harsh lines or anything. It's supposed to be natural, so I'm just gonna take some on my finger and just see how, ooh, I like how this is blending. Dude, that blends so good. I am really impressed with how this blended so well with just my finger. I am gonna take my sponge and just kind of blend it all together because this is what I do every time I do my blush, because I feel like for me it just makes it more natural and kind of helps set it in place a little bit. So it does look more pigmented in real life than it does on camera, but I feel like this one is very natural to me and I would 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna use this Marcel Hypoallergenic Eyebrow Liner. This is what it looks like, and this is in the shade Medium Brown. I also got this one from my Birchbox, and I think it matches my real eyebrow color really well. Look at the difference. Look, see what a difference filling them in makes? And now I'm just gonna take the other end of the eyebrow brush. This is the spoolie. And I'm just gonna go ahead and brush my eyebrows so the color can kind of get brushed through it to look a little bit more natural. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So the last step that I have is lip gloss, and I wanted a really natural one, so I'm going to use this Butter Balm lip gloss from Ulta Beauty. This is in the shade Balm. So this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for listening to me talk about my job in school, but I definitely hope to post more. I'm gonna try to record videos when I can. It's probably not gonna be as often as I want, which is like multiple times a week, but I'm gonna do my best. I also have some really exciting things planned. I have been working on music for a while now, and I definitely want to try to record it and post it for you guys, and maybe I can talk more about my job if you guys are interested. I know not everybody will be, and that's okay, but if you guys have like specific questions, let me know. I'm also gonna try to put more questions pods in my story on Instagram, so if you don't already, please follow me. And I'm gonna ask you guys what you guys want to see. I did put a YOLO in my Snapchat story to ask what people wanted to see, and a lot of people said the same stuff with makeup and music, and I definitely have a lot of that planned. So be sure to keep up with my Instagram because I will be putting more questions pods in my story, so you guys can give requests for videos, and I will be happy to give you guys shout outs for the idea credit. And last but not least, please make sure you subscribe and like, because I definitely want to grow my YouTube channel and share my journey with you guys. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you in my next video, guys. Bye!